Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeridge Studio. Today I have 4 DIYs for you. I have a floral centerpiece, I have 2 wreaths, and I have a wreath hanger. So let's waste no time and get right into the video. And this is the first piece we're going to make. This is a centerpiece, and it is made entirely with Dollar Tree pieces. And here are the pieces. I have a box from the Dollar Tree. This is a pillowcase, also from the Dollar Tree. I have a foam piece and some florals, all again from the Dollar Tree, and these are the colors I'm going to be using. And this little pumpkin also. And this is a flower pick that is bare, and I'll show you how we're going to use that later. And I have this ribbon, it's wired, it's from Michael's. It was $9.99, but I got it on sale for probably 40 or 50% off. There's some raffia, and I have this leaf. I pulled it off of a Dollar Tree pumpkin, and I spray painted it copper. So now what we're going to do is take the box and the pillowcase, and we're going to put the pillowcase in the middle, or the box in the middle of the pillowcase, just to measure it. And I'm going to cut off the excess material. And now I only need one piece, so I'm going to cut off at the seam, just at both sides. And there's a seam on the top there, and I cut that off too. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's where I made my mistake, because now the piece is too short and I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But I did figure it out, but don't make that same mistake. So I put the box again standing upright in the center, and I folded the ends up, or pulled the ends up, and then I clipped them. I'm trying to figure out here how I'm going to make this cover my whole entire box. And now, and don't worry about that jagged edge. This was kind of hard to cut because it was like silky kind of, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. So I just pulled it up tight and hot glued it. And I'm doing this to both sides. Now you can kind of see through this material, you can see the box. So if you wanted to double it up, just don't cut that other piece off, or you can just paint the box, just the front and the side. And now I'm gathering this on the side, kind of like a present, but instead of folding it over, I'm kind of folding it, pushing it in, and smushing it in and pulling it up on top, and then pushing it inside, and I'm going to clip it with these little clips. If you don't have these clips, these are the best thing, I swear, that they're like sliced bread, the best thing that ever happened. And now I'm taking this and I'm going to put it around the top so you can't see that ugly jagged edge and, you know, the length of the pillowcase. Now what I would normally do is, or what I wanted to do, not normally, what I wanted to do is take it and put it in the middle, wrap it around the middle, but not so. I'm covering up my boo-boo. And I leave these mistakes in here so I can show you, you know, what I did. And so hopefully you'll just see it and know right away what to do. And so I'm just gluing this all the way around this ribbon, and I did not glue the material on the inside of the box because first I want to cut off the excess and then I'm going to push it down and glue it on the inside of the box. And so I take the foam and I kind of measured it because you want it to fit somewhat tight in the box. Threw some hot glue in there and stuffed that in there. And now I'm just gluing the ribbon on the outside because I realized it was not glued down properly. And now I'm taking these florals and you can make this any color you want. I'm leaving the florals on the pick, and I'm just putting the smaller ones in the front. I only had one pick, and then 2 picks of these. I don't know what they're called, some kind of a daisy or something. I had 2 of them, so 1 on each side. And yes, the beauty about artificial flowers is you can't kill them. I'm terrible with flowers. I love flowers. But you know, in pots, and I put 2 beautiful arrangements on my porch of mums, and the sun got so hot on them, even though it was cold outside, they're almost dead now, and I just bought them, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but I probably should just make some for my front porch. Anyway, enough about that. So I just continue to build this up with some flowers. And these are pomegranates. And again, all these pieces are from the Dollar Tree, everything here. These are mini mums, and they're kind of like a red color. And I'm pulling the picks apart because I want a few on one side and a few on the other side. And the pomegranates went down in front. And this little pick is the messiest thing. I swear I have these all over my floor and all over my counter still after cleaning it up. So to give it some height, I put that right in the back in the middle, and there's a hole in front there. And so I'm going to put some more of these. I don't know what they're called, but they're from the Dollar Tree. And I had another little one, popped it in the front, and then the pumpkin also. So this is that bare stem, and I'm clipping off all of the wires except for one. And then just poke it down in the pumpkin there and put a little dab of hot glue. And now I'm going to put it in the front. And this is the piece off of the pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. I spray painted that the copper color, and some raffia. I'm going to tie it around the ribbon and clip off the excess ends, but I wanted it to look a little messy. And I'm going to glue that right there, that leaf, and we are all done with this project. And this is what it looks like sitting on my table. Here's the next piece. This is a wreath made from a thrifted basket. And here are the pieces that you're going to need. This is a thrifted basket. Like I said, it was $2.99. I'm sure I didn't pay that much for it, but I liked how it was nice and round. And I have these flowers again from the Dollar Tree. And then I have some eucalyptus picks from the Dollar Tree. And I thought they looked lovely together. I have these burlap pumpkins and these berries. So again, everything from the Dollar Tree except for the thrifted basket. And so I'm going around the edge here, and I'm just hot gluing the wired berries all the way around, and then clipping them off in sections to allow it to dry. So I was able to go around with that 2.5 times. And the second time I went around, I made it a little sloppier, kind of pushed the berries and bent the wire out so you can see them. And now I'm taking these two eucalyptus pieces and I'm going to zip tie them together. So stem to stem. And then I'm going to zip tie them to the top of that basket. But I guess I decided to pull the flowers off first before I zip tied that. I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know what goes through my head when I'm crafting, but I'm just, having fun listening to music and taking it easy. And anyway, if you are a subscriber, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every day my channel is growing and it's because of you guys. And so I appreciate you. If you are not a subscriber, thank you for stopping by. I make budget-friendly DIYs by using a lot of Dollar Tree pieces, and I also like to thrift flip. And if this is something that you're interested in, consider subscribing. It's totally free, and it really helps my channel grow. So now that I have the eucalyptus around there, and I'm just taking these floral pieces, I have 5 of them, and I'm just going to hot glue them onto the top of the basket. And now I have 3 more left, so I'm going to glue them on the inside of the basket. I was not going to put anything inside the basket, but I thought it looked a little bit too plain, and so and you couldn't see the pumpkins because it was the same color as the basket, so I put the florals in there and I just glued 3 of the pumpkins in there. I removed the clip that's from the bottom, and I really love this piece. Let me know what you think. This is it hanging on my wall. And here's the final wreath, and this is on my front door. And here's what you're going to need, and except for the ribbon, it's all from the Dollar Tree. Or I should say just the flowers are from the Dollar Tree. So the ribbon is from Michael's, and I have 2 picks of each of these mums. This is a mum wreath. So I have the dark red, the yellow, the white, and the orange. So 2 picks of each, and then the wreath form here I thrifted. I liked it because it has that hanger up on top, and the flowers were awful, so I pulled them off and I'm sure I threw them away. So now I'm just going to cut all of these about 2 to 3 inches, and using some wire cutters. Please don't use your good scissors on these because it will ruin them. It puts like a little groove in the scissors. Believe me, I've done it before. And so now I want these to be like in little puffs, like almost like a ball. And I'm going to coordinate these colors, and I'm not making them permanent right now because I put my pieces together first, and then if I like them, then I can go ahead and glue them all down. So now the burgundy and then the white, and then I went straight to the bottom and made another burgundy little puff. And then the same thing with the white ones. So there are 4 of these mums that I'm using. You could use 5 if you wanted to make it bigger. This wreath form, like I said, I thrifted. If you go to the Dollar Tree, I believe they have, I don't know what they're called. They're very similar to this. They're not like a wicker, but they do have these wreath forms. They're a little bit thinner, but that would work fine too. I have made wreaths from those. And so now I'm just filling this in with the different colors. And like I said, you can make it bigger if you want to make that all the way around and you don't want to use a ribbon. But I did want to use this ribbon, and it was $9.99 from Michael's, but it's similar to the other one that I used on that Centerpiece box earlier. But this is just a little bit different, but it is wired, and I wanted to put a bow on it. And the Dollar Tree, by the way, has some beautiful ribbon too. I just chose this because I had it, and so I let's see, how long did I make that? About 8 inches, and then I wrapped it around 4 times. And then I smushed it up in the middle, and I'm going to zip tie that really tight. Now I'm going to make some tails, and they're going to be slightly longer than that top piece of the bow. I'm going to dovetail both ends. I'm going to take that and fold it in half, and then slip the top of the bow in there. And then I'm going to take and zip tie this onto the wreath. And I'm cutting off just a little teeny piece of extra ribbon here, and I'm going to kind of smush it up and cover that zip tie. So I kind of folded it over, and I do the same thing on the other side, and then just glued it right in there and pushed it down and kind of into the ribbon so you don't see it at all. And then the top and the bottom I folded under also and glued that. And now I'm just going to fluff out these pieces here. Okay, so now we're going to make a door hanger. I'm sure that this has been done before, but this is just my take on this. I love this leaf from the Dollar Tree. The hanger was from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to just glue the leaf onto this hanger. Now, if you made a wreath with gnomes, you could put a cute little gnome on there. You could glue a scarecrow on there. They have different wreaths. They have metal wreaths, leaves. They have metal leaves. You could put a flower up there. I'm just giving you a ton of different ideas. But I just really, really like this, and I wanted to leave the beads and the tassel on it. So I measured it to see how far the wreath was going to hang down, so I can keep the tassel and the beads on it, and it was perfect. So I just hot glued that right on there. If you want to make this permanent, I would put probably some E6000 or some super glue on it. And this is what it looks like hanging on my door, and I love this too. It just puts me in the fall mood. And that's it. This is the end of the video. I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed week, and I will be back very, very soon, probably with some Halloween DIYs. Have a great day. Bye.